Hey everyone, my name is Matt Svensson and I want to welcome all of you to our Fall Fitness Series. This is the first workout video of a number that you'll see posted into the group here that will walk you through an exercise routine that is easy enough for you to do from your own home. Before we get started though, I want to explain a couple of things. First off, would you please take a moment to read the disclaimer that is posted in the description of this group. It basically just says that make sure that you're in physical condition good enough to complete the exercises that you'll find in these videos. Another thing that I want to make you aware of is that we have these workouts set at a certain level. Feel free to make them more difficult, more challenging if you'd like, by adding more reps or cutting down rest time. Or on the other side, if they're too difficult, you can certainly do fewer reps or lengthen the rest time in between each of your sets. So as I mentioned, this is the first workout in a whole series that you're going to see, and most of the exercises that you'll find will kind of follow the same progression, the same format, and it's a circuit workout. So each workout is going to include 2 circuits with 4 exercises each, and each of these circuits will go through 3 times before we rest and then begin the second series. Now before we work out at any time, we always want to make sure that we do a proper warm-up first. So I'd encourage you to either walk or jog for 5 to 10 minutes, should be sufficient. Otherwise, you can do jumping jacks to warm up as well. That's a great way to get your body and your muscles warmed up and ready to perform the activities that we've got planned for you. There is also, I want to mention, pre-workout products that we like to take before we exercise as well. The first one is Amped Power. And Amped Power is a program, or is a product, that really gets your body ready for working out. It increases the blood flow to your muscles, and in addition to that, it gives your cells energy and it allows the muscles to perform better. So Amped Power is a great product to take about 15 to 20 minutes before you start to exercise. That will give it sufficient time to get into your bloodstream and to really start helping your body out. So that one you could actually take before you start warming up. And then as soon as you take this, go start warming up. And then usually right before workout, I like to have an E-shot. This really gives me the energy that I need to push me through the workout that I'm about to do. So those are the pre-workout products that we recommend and that we like to use every time that we're working out. So the circuit for today, this is the first workout of the series, and as I mentioned, it's 2 circuits. And the first circuit has 4 exercises in it. We're going to do 1 minute of skier jumps. The next we're going to do 15 cross crunches, 10 mountain climbers with a shoulder touch, and then 10 slow sit-ups. And I'll show you as we get through each of the exercises, I will show you and explain how to do them as well. The only thing that you'll need for this exercise is a timer. I have my cell phone here. Because it's a circuit workout, I just have it for my timer on my phone. If you have a watch that can keep a timer, that'd be great as well, but I have my phone here. So, first time through. You guys ready for this circuit? We're going to start with 1 minute of skier jumps. Let me get my timer started here. Ready, set, go. So skier jump is just basically pretending like you're skiing. So you just jump back and forth. You can move your arms a little bit if you want, like you're carving down a ski hill. You can get a good pace going. If you feel like it's too easy, feel free to speed it up a little bit. Or if it's too hard, you can take your time a little bit or not jump quite as far. You can jump a little narrower. Again, more difficult, you can jump further out and a little bit faster. 29 seconds left. We having fun yet? 10 seconds. All right, good job, guys. Let me just reset that. Straighten out my mat that got crooked. Alright, so next we're going to go straight into 15 cross crunches. So to do cross crunches, you get down in a standard crunch format on your back, knees bent, hands behind the ears. You don't want to pull on your neck or on your head when you're doing these crunches. You want everything to come from your abs. So just crunch up and over, extend your arm beyond your opposite knee, and back. Other side, and back. And that's 1 repetition. And we have 15 of these. So that was 1. 2. 3. We want a nice controlled movement. 4. 8. 10. 15. All right. Nice work, guys. Now we're going to move into 10 mountain climbers with a shoulder touch. Now, this is one you may not have done before. We want to set up in a plank position. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your left knee to your right elbow and then back. And then you're going to take your left hand and just tap your right shoulder. Then we do the same on the other side. Right knee to left elbow, back, and then tap the right hand on the left shoulder. And that's 1. We have 10 total, so 9 more. Hand tap, knee, hand tap. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Nice job, guys. So you can tell we're burning out the obliques, the side muscles. All right, we're finishing off this circuit with 10 slow sit-ups. But we're doing them with straight legs. So lay down on your back, on your arms straight up at a 90 degree. And all we're going to do is keep our arms at that 90 degree, and we're going to slowly crunch and sit up. Touch your toes, or as far as you can touch, and then go back down. Vertebrae in your back, 1 at a time. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, nice job, guys. So that is 1 time through the first circuit. So between each circuit, we'll take about a 60 to 90 second rest before we start that same circuit again. And we're going to go through 3 times. And remember, as we're going through this, if it gets too difficult, feel free that you can modify to make it easier or modify to make it more difficult, whatever your physical level is. And I just want to make sure that we're challenging ourselves through the entire workout. So if we're not challenging ourselves, we're not going to get better. This is also a great time to get some water. I like my Amped Hydrate. It's my favorite. Get a quick drink. Got about 19 seconds left. Then we'll start with the 1 minute skier jumps. As we go through this the second time, I'm going to start picking up the pace a little bit more. Great job, we're done. Alright, I'm going to start picking up the pace a little bit more and explaining a little bit less as we continue on, as you're getting the hang of how to do each exercise. So we've got 1 minute of skier jumps. You guys ready? Go! Want to make sure you stay on the balls of your feet on these guys. Stay nice and light on your feet. Almost half done. "20 seconds. After this, we're going to do our cross crunches. 15 of them. All right, nice job, guys. Let's get this set. All right. Down into our cross crunches. Make sure as you're doing these that you're really pulling with your oblique muscle to pull yourself across. 1, 2, 3. Again, what we want to avoid is pulling our neck up with our hands, because that's a great way to injure your neck or your back. So we want to make sure that all the movement is generated from our abdominal muscles. All right, nice job, guys. Now our mountain climbers with our shoulder touch for 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If that's too difficult, guys, feel free to skip the shoulder touch. You can just do, the great way to modify this would be just to do the legs underneath. That would save your, then take it down maybe a notch. Now we have our slow sit-ups, 90-degree sit-ups, 10 of them. 1, 2. Again, pull from your abdominal muscles. What we don't want to do, we want to keep our arms stationary. We don't want to bring them up and use the momentum to pull us up. That's an example of what we don't want to do. We want to keep those straight up and use your ab muscles to help you sit up. We'll call that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, guys. That's the second time through the series. Again, a quick minute break, and then we'll go through our last time through that series. You can hydrate again if you need to. One thing about breathing while you're exercising, it's always good to breathe at the appropriate times. So you want to make sure as you're exerting energy is when you're exhaling. So when your muscles are contracting, you're exhaling. So on the cross crunch, you'd want to be exhaling as you're crunching in, exhale, and then inhale on the way back as you're resting. Exhale, inhale. It's always the way you want to breathe when you're working out. Got 15 seconds left, and then we'll go through our last time through this circuit before we have a bit of a longer break, and then we'll start our second circuit. And here we go. Let's see. All right. Last time, 1 minute of ski jumps. Here we go. Jump. So as you can see in this workout, we're really focusing on our cardio as well as our ab muscles. So those are our two focuses in these two circuits. Almost halfway. Nice job, guys. Keep it up. 20 seconds. Ten. All right, nice job, guys. All right, into our cross crunches. 15. All right. Nice job, guys. My mat keeps moving. All right. We're doing our slow mountain climbers with shoulder touch. Last time, we had 10 of them. Ten. All right, our slow sit-ups. And then we'll take a break. We just got 10 more sit-ups. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right. Good job, guys. So that is circuit number 1 that we just completed. Now, in between circuits here, we want to make sure that we allow our bodies to recover a little more than we have been. The goal is to push through the circuit and then take a rest after the circuit's completed, 3 times through. So maybe we'll rest for, feel free to rest for, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes, whatever is necessary for your body. Gotta towel off a little more. I forgot a towel. Might be nice to have too as a towel to make sure you can get the sweat off your face. Great time to hydrate. We do love the Amped Hydrate for our mid-workout drink. Replacing those electrolytes are really, really key. It'll help you feel refreshed and ready to continue on with your exercising. So again, feel free to modify these exercises as we're going through, either more difficult or a little bit easier if you need to. We're going to start here with our second circuit in just a minute. And the second circuit is also going to consist of 4 exercises. And those exercises are mountain climbers, planks with a hip dip, bicycle crunches, and leg raises. So we're going to do 45 mountain climbers, 15 plank hip dips, I'll show you what those are, 15 bicycle crunches, and then 15 leg raises. We don't need our timer for anything on this circuit aside from keeping our time in between circuits. So, I'm ready to start. If you feel like you need a longer break, feel free to pause this video and you can catch up with me once your body's recovered. But we're going to go into 45 mountain climbers. It's your standard mountain climbers. This is kind of the cardio exercise of this second circuit. And each leg is one, once you do each leg, that's 1 repetition. So we're going to go, and this is just knee straight into the chest. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 30, 44, 45. Whew. Nice job, guys. So now we're going to go straight into 15 plank hip dips. So we're going to be in a standard plank on our elbows. And all we're going to do is rock our hips from side to side while we're staying in that perfectly plank position. And one side, after you do both sides again, that's 15, that's 1 rep. So we're going to do that for 15 times. Here we go. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So some modifications to that if you need to. Some modifications might be just being on your knees and rocking your hips from side to side, so plank on your knees. Or you can just hold a plank. You can just hold that for either 30 seconds or to failure. And either way, again, our goal is to make sure that we're working those muscles really, really hard. Because if you're not working the muscles, they're not going to grow. And our goal is to get those muscles to grow. So now we got 15 bicycle crunches. So if we lay down on our backs, and again, once you do each leg, that's 1 repetition. We're going 15 times. 2, 3, 4. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hoofda. Nice job, guys. Last exercise. We're going straight into it. You can stay laying down. Sorry, I'm going to warn you, this one's tough. Leg raises. We're going to focus in on those lower abs. So you want to lay down, straight out. All we do is just lift our legs up and then slowly release them back down for 15 times. That's 13, 14, 15. Woo. All right. Then when you're typically, let me start our timer. We're on our 60-second rest here between circuits. Let's get this thing started. So I want to talk about that last leg raise exercise. And some ways to potentially modify it. If the double leg raise is too challenging, so when you traditionally do it on the way down, you're supposed to stop your feet about 1 inch above the ground and then come back up. Down about 1 inch above the ground, come back up. A way to modify it could be to let both legs drop and actually let them touch the ground. That would provide a little less stress on the lower abs. That would be 1 step down modification. Another way, you could do individual leg raises. Have one leg resting and just raise the one leg. Perhaps maybe you increase it to 20 reps. Do 10 reps for each leg. Another option might be to do bent knee leg raises. So instead of having your feet straight, your legs straight, you have your knees bent at a 90 degree. And then do the same thing. Hinge at the waist and bring your knees up to your chest and then back down. So those are just some different ways that you can modify that last leg raise exercise. And I think our timer is up, so that's our 60-second break. You guys are doing great, guys. We only have 2 times left through this circuit and then we're all done. I can't wait. 45 mountain climbers. Ready? And go. Let me tuck my shirt in so it doesn't go flying this time. All right. $20. 40. 45. Holy buckets. Nice job, guys. If you need to, take those at a slower pace. The faster you go, obviously the more challenging it's going to be. Make sure you keep that nice flat back and bring the nice flat back as you're doing it and bring the knees into the chest. We don't want to get up here and start doing it. We want to be nice and low and do those mountain climbers. All right, planks with a hip dip. Again, feel free to just plank if you need to, or to have your knees down on the ground. 15 times. 5. 10. 15. Whew. Nice job, guys. Almost there, halfway through the circuit. Let's do our 15 bicycle kicks. And if you're really pushing it, and you need to take a break in between each of these exercises, by all means, feel free to do so. Remember, the goal is to push our muscles so that we can grow them and get gains, but not to injure ourselves. So feel free to rest at any point if you feel like that's necessary. We're going to keep going here with 15 bicycle kicks. $12, 14, 15. All right. Nice work, guys. Oh, we can stay down there. We got our 15 leg raises. Remember, straight legs. Just drop them down to an inch from the ground. Some potential modifications would be a one leg raise. Again, making sure you're using your abs to pull your leg up. Or you could do a bent leg raise, and that would work as well. Here we go, 15. Stop an inch before the ground. Ten. Whoa. 15. The goal on those is also, if you're doing the full-on version, the goal is to keep your legs as straight as possible. You can see that I have a little bit of a bend in my legs. I'm not quite as flexible as I used to be. So just try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Okay, so I'm going to hydrate. About halfway there. Getting a good workout in. The nice thing about these circuit workouts is that they also work your heart muscle really, really good. So you exert a lot of energy and get your heart pumping and get that heart rate boosted. And then during these rest times, you allow your heart rate to sink back down to more of a resting level before you really ramp up your heart rate again. That's really good for strengthening your heart muscle. All right. That is our 1 minute rest. We'll get rid of our phone, our timer, because we won't need it anymore. Because after this last circuit, we are done. I don't know about you, but I can't wait. All right. 45 mountain climbers. Get my shirt tucked in. All right. You guys ready? And go. $50. $30. 40. 45. Glad we're done with those. Alright, the plank hip dips. I'm going to stay right here. Last time through. See if you can really push it and get an extra deep dip with each hip, almost touching the ground, but not quite touching the ground. Here we go. That's 10. 14, 15. Nice work, guys. My mat's getting all crinkled up. All right, last time through bicycle kicks. We got 15 of these guys. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I hit 12. See, guys, if you need a rest, it's perfectly fine to take a rest. Then when you're ready, just finish out the set. I was at 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Nice work, guys. We're almost there. We got 15 leg raises. Remember your modifications if you need them. Ten. 14. 15. Wow, guys. Nice job. Great work. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. So now that we've finished our 2 circuits, 3 things are very, very important at this point. The first is to hydrate. Now, if you sweat a lot, you've lost a lot of water from your body, so it's important to make sure that you replace that. Secondly, we want to make sure that we do a really good job stretching. We just worked our core muscles really, really tight. So it's very important to stretch those muscles back out again to help them recover as quickly as possible. So there's some yoga moves that are really, really great for stretching out your core. One of them is a cobra position, where you're laying down and you push up and bend backwards. You can Google them if you want to or need help seeing what the stretching moves look like. And then child's pose is another great core stretching move. It really stretches your lower back and your back muscles. So those are 2 great stretches. Just make sure you take some time to really, really stretch out those muscles. And lastly, we also want to make sure that we get in our post-workout. We've just exerted a lot of energy, and we've really broken down the muscles that we've worked on. So we want to give our muscles the best opportunity to recover after that stress that we've applied to them. So a great way to do that is with our post-workout drink. One of my favorites is an isoline shake. The berry are my favorite isoline shakes. And into that, I make sure that I mix in my Ionix. Now, Ionix has great adaptogenic herbs, and just how it can really be helpful to reduce mental stress. Ionix is also great for relieving and helping your body recover from physical stress that you've applied to your muscles. So it helps your muscles recover faster after you break them down through a workout. And then into that, I also mix in my Amped Recover. And the Amped Recover is really some great branched chain amino acids to get those into your muscles so that your muscles can absorb protein really, really well. And the protein is what helps your muscles rebuild. So that's the post-workout that I do. Again, make sure you drink a lot of water and get really well hydrated and stretch out. And guys, I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time.